When I think of outreach, especially in the last 15 years, what it really comes down to are three words: go, sow, and grow. And these words have been meaningful to me as I've been on this trip for several years, for the last 15 years in this ministry. The first thing for me that has been so important has been the idea of going. You know, it says in Luke chapter 10 that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And in our busy lives, there are so many things that are cluttering our life, but we have a world out there, a world that is desperately needing to hear the hope of Jesus Christ. And one thing that I needed to do was to get out of my everyday life, my hectic life, my comfort, and leave and go and to be bold and courageous to go out and preach the gospel. And that brings such joy and such excitement to me to see students and other leaders come together, leaving our everyday lives where, we're going out and we're ambassadors for Christ, but we get to do it in an intentional way. And then I get to idea of sowing, and I have a story. We all have stories about how there was a before I met Jesus and an after. There was a gap between my life of disaster and my life of victory. And I could see how Jesus stood in that gap, and Jesus brought me over to the other side. In essence, I'm able to talk about the idea of crossing over to people in the city of Chicago and tell my story to all kinds of individuals from all walks of life. But one thing remains clear, that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And that idea of sowing the hope of Jesus Christ. And then we get to involve and partner in discipleship. Just as I was discipled by someone that took the time to teach to me which way was the right way, to embrace wisdom and how to pray and how to seek God in the midst of the most difficult times of my life. And I really think that as we go into outreach, that we are engaging in helping people grow in their own way of crossing over, that they can also take this message of hope to others that reach far beyond us, that reach far beyond people we would even imagine ever connecting with. And that gives me such excitement. That, in essence, is what I see as outreach. And as we continue our work to do outreach in places like Chicago, if we're continuing to go there and we're able to sow the gospel and absolutely help communities grow in their faith in Christ, that's where we can see the victory. That's where we can see the excitement.